What's your name and where you're coming from?
So, Vinny McDonald, Vincent, but called by Vinny. Coming from New York City, more specifically Elmont. Went to Elmont High School. Did my undergrad and graduate degree at RPI up in Albany, New York, which is upstate New York. I was there for the last 5 years. I graduated with my double master's in May of 2022. I was working full time and training full time, trying to wait for an opportunity to arise, and then I'm here. Got a call from Coach Pekka, said that there's a spot for me, and I took it. So that's who I am, and it's kind of where I'm at now.
So you've been playing for how long?
I would say, so fun fact, I started around 4th and 5th grade, and then I quit. Then I started back up again around 9th grade.
Why did you quit?
I don't know. I just didn't, it wasn't really my thing at the time. So I was, what was I, 4th or 5th grade, like 10, 11. I stopped, and then around, I said like 15. That's when I picked it back up. 14, 15, I picked it back up, and I started liking it. So ever since 10th grade up until now, I've been playing.
And professionally, or just for as a hobby?
So I played in university, so in school, and then I played with my university. And then after that, I had a pro day, which is in the U.S. is kind of a day where, top prospects perform in front of NFL coaches and teams, and I've had the opportunity to do that. I've been to a couple other professional showcases and tryouts and stuff like that, but this is my first true professional contract, professional team I played with.
So you quit everything just to come to Finland and enjoy the coldness?
Pretty much, literally. And it's funny because in New York, the weather is somewhat similar, not as cold, but right when I left, it starts to get about 80 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's about, you would say, like 30 degrees Celsius.
Yes.
So it started getting warm as soon as I left, so I'm kind of missing home right now just a little bit, just with the weather, but you guys say that it is going to get better?
You know what? It's the benefit of being cold. Like, you don't get wrinkles that soon in your life.
Oh, nah, I'd rather have the sunlight, sunlight beaming on my skin. That's just me personally.
Does it bother you that it's so bright even late in the evening? Already now?
Nah, I honestly like it like that. I know that in the winter, the sun disappears for a decent period of time. I couldn't picture that. I could have lived like that. I'd rather the sun be out all day, every day. That's why you got your shades. You just close it when you want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then open it back up.
Can't wait when you see the midsummer day. It doesn't go down, the sun. So.
That's good. I like it. I like it up there. Stay up there. So, yeah.
So you've been in Kuopio for how long? For a few weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes.
2 weeks. Today Wednesday? Today makes officially 2 weeks, yeah.
Yes.
2 weeks here in Kuopio, so yeah.
Enjoying the coldness.
Enjoying the coldness, trying to learn some Finnish. I'm trying to practice it just to navigate my way around.
What are the sentences that you have learned so far?
Terve, minä olen Veni, sinä olet todella hyvä ystävä, which means you're a really good friend. Just trying to learn the basic phrases and how you say things like I am, like han on is either she is or he is, mukava, hauska, and all those different types of adjectives and ways you describe people and what's going on. So I'm learning little by little.
Do you learn by hearing or you read?
Both. So I use Duolingo. Free shout out to Duolingo. But I actually use that app to help me learn the words. So like whenever I see the words written out, I try to repeat it to myself and then I have them say it to me as well. So kind of getting like 2 learning experiences at the same time.
So by the end of the season, you're like fluent in Finnish. And...
Hopefully that's a good plan. Try to learn as much as I can just to navigate around. My goal is to have a full conversation with somebody. Not a full, but somewhat of a conversation with someone that mostly Finnish.
Yeah.
So.
You can start in stores, probably the most easiest.
Yeah, definitely. Just the common phrases like, how much is this? What is that? Where is this? Yeah. Just trying to learn the numbers. So that's what I'm trying to practice now, learning the number system from 1 to 9. I was practicing with Pekka a little bit during practice. It is very different.
How far did you get?
Not very far.
Doesn't make any sense, right?
Nah, it doesn't at all. But I think it's just memorization. But also, it's like I'm trying to learn everything all at once. So the culture, the team, people's names. I think that's been very difficult because I'm so used to names being not pronounced a certain way. So I have to learn the name to a face at a certain pronunciation. On top of learning the playbook, learning how to get to and from practice, just learning everything all at once does seem a little overwhelming. So that's why I just try to learn one new thing a day, couple new things a day actually, and just keep it pushing.
Yeah. Well, you can also come up with the nicknames, and you don't have to remember the names.
That's
so cute.
That's what I call one of the players of the team Lighthouse. That's what his nickname was, Lighthouse. Because he's taller than me, very thin, and his helmet is shiny white. So I was just like, Lighthouse. Yeah. That's the first thing that came to me. So yeah.
You see, you started.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
So what is your position in the team, and what are your main tasks?
So I am the wide receiver, playing mostly outside single receiver. My task is to catch the football and block so we can have Lee Anthony run it up against people, and allow everybody else to make a play. But honestly, just doing my part, doing my job. Whenever Pekka calls a play call, I just do what I'm supposed to do. So if it's a specific route, I run a route. If I'm supposed to block for the bubble or for an outside zone, I just do what I need to do, and let everybody else take care of their priorities.
Yeah. Let's help out people who don't know where exactly you will be located or running.
Yes. Okay. So if I had to say we are the team in yellow, I would be this guy right here. Yeah.
All right.
By myself out there on the island.
Okay. And you have to be fast, right?
Somewhat. Yeah, it has some decent speed. More so just, it's really about getting open and catching the ball, which I'm really good at doing. And then also my size helps me a lot too. Be able to, even when a defensive back is playing good coverage, I can still make a play just because of my frame and how big I am. So I have a little bit of leverage.
Okay, good. I also saw in the practice that you were dancing a little.
I didn't practice the touchdown celebrations. It's gonna be a lot of those this year, so I gotta practice which ones I'm gonna do. So
any other traditions what comes to playing?
I am spiritual. So I do pray. So I definitely do pray before and after the game, just being thankful. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I like to listen to music. I have specific taping that I like to get done. You like when the game time comes, you'll see that I wear pretty much the same outfit every game. Nothing's gonna change. So, yeah.
Even not your underpants or socks or.
Honestly, nah.
Really?
I mean, of course it gets washed and without
okay.
But game day, nah. It's just like every football athlete knows that, like, every athlete, not just football, every athlete knows, like, that one pair of socks or that pair of armband or leg sleeve, arm sleeve. It's just that one thing that makes you feel like you have it. So that's kind of like how I see it. Like, I have to have a certain thing a certain way, and like it's just like a mental thing to make you feel like, all right, I'm here, like I'm ready to go.
Any morning routines on the game day?
Yes. So morning routines, I wake up, I pray, and I watch this YouTube video on NFL player DK Metcalf. It's a must. Like, before every game day, I watch it. It's a 14-minute long clip. It's talking about DK Metcalf and how much of a great athlete he is. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the name, but he's one of the top receivers currently back in the United States in the NFL. Plays for the Seattle Seahawks. So I watch a video of him. Because if I had to replicate my game after anyone, it'll be him. Just being 6'4", 215, 220, 225 pounds, being able to run and maneuver is kind of like who I would kind of say I'm similar to, but different at the same time. But I kind of watch that to help me get in the zone. And then I have a specific playlist, a specific set of songs that I played through. It's very specific,
Okay.
Yeah.
So. Can people approach you on the game day, or just like you need your own bubble that like?
No. I have my own bubble, but at the same time, I try not to be too tense because this thing being too tense and too tight. So people do approach me. It doesn't bother me. I'll talk to them, say, hey, like, what's going on? We'll talk what we need to talk through, and then kind of go from there.
Wow, that sounded like a lot of work for the game preparation, full mentally and physically.
Like, I tell a lot of people that football is really 99% mental, 1% physical, and people laugh at me when I say that. I'm like, nah, like, when it comes to football, it's really more about heart and your mind and how you perceive things and how you go through things. So as long as you're mentally aware of what you need to do, and in your heart you know that you can't be stopped, or your mentality is, I'm going to win no matter what, 9 times out of 10 you'll be very successful in the football field.
Okay. So is this kind of part of your motivation to go on the field, to have this kind of mindset that you can do whatever you mentally preparing yourself?
Yeah, 100%. It's a few other things too. Where I come from, New York is not very big for football, especially coming from like the city area. Not many people are known for playing football. It's more basketball or some other sport. Coming honestly from the Northeast in general, not a lot of people would think of a New York football player. Coming from I went to a small size school, Division III, compared to like Division I, Division II. Like that's how the U.S. works. So it's stuff like that, and what people may say to me, offline or to me personally, just saying, just different things, kind of like writing me off. So it just makes me, want to prove not only to myself but to those people and the kids that look up to me that no matter what's going on, you can, do what it is that you really want to do. It's gonna take some work. It's gonna take time. You gotta be patient. But as long as you consistently work, you'll be able to reach whatever you want to reach.
Do you have any experience in coaching? Or would you like to have if you don't have?
I would say no, but I do have 3 younger siblings, so I think that counts as coaching.
Yes, it does.
It counts as coaching. I do try to do a lot of mentoring. So I coach not in the sports aspect, but in the life aspect. I'm very big on mentoring a lot of people as much as I can, because sports is sports, but it's more so about I'm very big on helping people reach where they want to reach. So I can definitely translate all that to coaching when it comes to a sport now.
Okay, so you have younger siblings, so you probably have good tips also to give why you should try American football.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I do.
Can you share any for our younger viewers, for the juniors that live up to famous players in Kuopio? Like, why would you tell them like you should definitely try out?
I definitely say you should try it because you may never know, you might really like it. It's definitely a little different. It's not really common when you think of football. You think of soccer. That's the original football, and then America came up with their own spin of it with American football. So, but I do think it's a sport that you should try. I think it teaches you a lot about life. Football is a sport where you have one of the very few sports where you can have 60, 70 plus people from all different backgrounds, all different cultures. Like say for our team, I'm technically Caribbean, but I'm here in Europe with people from Germany, all over the world, and just all over different parts of the places coming together to reach one common goal. We talk different. Everything about us is different, but we learn how to gel and interact with each other, and that could translate to after football too. Working in the real world. Be able to interact with people. You learn what it means to work for what you want. Nothing's given to you. You have to earn it. So if you want to be that star player, the amount of work that takes to get there is a lot of work. Doing the same thing probably 10,000, 100,000 times before you get good at it. So it kind of teaches you that in order for you to be, say outside of football, you want to be CEO or like a VP or whatever it is, it's going to take a lot of work if you could constantly doing the same thing over and over again until you're in a position where it's kind of automatic. Your body just knows how to do it and things of that sort. So, and it's also really fun. Being able to run out there, let people tackle you, and you tackle other people, score touchdowns, do celebration dances. Yeah. It's fun, and it's always fun. You
promised many, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot, but doing that, and then at the end of the day, just doing it with you doing that whole process, waking up early, going through injuries, going through being hurt, the grind is what we call it, with the same set of people over a long duration of time. You create friendships that last forever. So I can already see that formulated already with some of my teammates, that this is going to be a person I could call a friend. There's someone I could talk to 5-10 years down the line.
Yeah. That's definitely one of the great parts of being in it. Mm-hmm. There is few American players and few German players. Do you feel that there is a language barrier?
Oh yeah, of course there is.
Do you feel that it's negative aspect of this experience?
I don't think it's negative. I just think that's just the way it is, how you say, for example, how you say a specific word is different than how you say it all around. I know I can even say like my friends from the Caribbean or family from the Caribbean, how they say certain words is different from how people in the United States say the word. Like for example, in the US people say vegetable, but people from the Caribbean say vegetable.
Really?
Yeah, it's different. It's the same word, but it's different. But like that, and then that kind of translates to now. Pekka or Umbro would say the play. I just be like, wait, what did you just say? And I'll have them repeat it. I'm like, oh, that's what you're trying to say. So it's just like that. It's just a barrier already. But that's just how it is. So I'm just glad. It's just interesting to me that we can all have one streamline of communication, which is English, thankfully enough. But that's why I am trying to learn Finnish, so I can make it a little bit easier for myself too. So, yeah, definitely is a culture barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a positive thing.
Yeah.
And like you learn new things.
Yeah, it is. I learn new things. I learn new things every day. So, yeah.
Okay. How many times in a week you work out?
During the season, I'll say 3 times, just because during the season there's a lot of wear and tear. You're practicing a lot, and when you play a game, it's 60 to 90 minutes of straight physical abuse that you're putting on your body. So during the season, I like to do 3 times a week, mixing it up with a variety of things. But in the off season, I'll probably work out 4 or 5 times a week, and I attack it a lot. Also emphasize recovery. Recovery is very big, especially like where I'm at now. The way my body is kind of reaching its, I wouldn't say prime, but kind of like it's reaching.
Maybe alpha?
Yeah, nah, it's like you get to a point where like your body can only grow so much bigger. Yes. It's more so maintenance that you're doing now on your body. So like that recovery work, like soft tissue, yoga, hot tub, cold tub, stretching.
Wait, you're doing yoga?
Me? I do a little bit of yoga. Yeah. I try to do a little bit of yoga. Just to get the flexibility, range of motion, because that's really key.
Yeah, that's really important for the runners, I think.
Yeah, it's really key. So I try to do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. That you sound very active.
Me? Yeah. I'm very active. So yeah.
And recovery is important.
It is. Recovery and slash
to reach your prime.
Reach your prime, and then injury prevention too. A lot of injury prevention work you could do as well. So yeah.
Have you done any personal sacrifices for the sports?
Yes, tons. I don't know where to start. It's just, for example, right? I would say like back in university, spend most of my summer training just to go spend a month or 2 before I start, my semester football. So normally these last 5 years, my summers have been with football. I've given up family vacations. Personal vacations, like I kind of give up a lot of stuff for football. That's kind of been the continuum for me all the way up until now. Even now that I even made the transition where I was working full time, I had a very great job, making good money, establishing myself in my professional career. I decided to give that up, put that on pause to come here, which is very different from what I used to be doing, but it is a investment that I'm making right now. So that's how I see it. That's how I view it. I would say a sacrifice more for investments that will pay off in the long run.
Yeah, an opportunity.
Opportunity. Not many people get a chance to come to another part of the world.
Yes.
And play.
Yeah, since you are in a prime.
Yeah, just get in there.
It could be too late.
Nah, you just get in. Yeah. It could be too late, exactly. So yeah.
Yeah. So, well, lucky to have you here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm very appreciative of it.
Expectations for the season.
Honestly, just win as many games as possible. Of course, the ultimate goal is to get a championship and remain undefeated. That's the ultimate goal. But in order to do that, you have to win the first game. In order to win the first game, you got to win the first week of practice, win the first day of practice, first drive of practice, winning step by step. My head coach back at RPI used to say, just focus on your 200 feet. In essence, where you don't focus on everything at the end goal, you just focus on what's in front of you right now. So right now, just focus on beating Stockholm. After that, focus on preparing for the first game, take care of the Roosters, and then move on and so forth. So just step by step.
Yes. I think it's very reasonable that you wouldn't get with overthinking and with your thoughts moving too far away with the season. Just one game at a time.
One game at a time. I can't be undefeated if I don't beat the first team in front of me.
Yes.
So that's how I see it. So that's my expectations. As a team wise, like I'm very team oriented. I want the team to do well. Of course, I have my personal goals and things I want to achieve, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if the team is losing. So whatever it takes for the team to win.
That's a very nice thought.
Yeah.
So, not a very important question. Who's your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero, I think I'm a Marvel guy. I like Marvel over DC. I would probably say Thor. Yeah, I think I would have to say Thor. Thor would probably be my favorite.
It's because of the hair, or?
I just think his ability. I like his ability. Overall, I think it's really dope, really cool. I admire it. Yeah. So yeah. What's your favorite character?
Well, I'm between the Thor and Batman.
Batman? Yeah, Batman. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's
a
also.
good one. That's a good one.
Any favorite food?
Here or is it general?
In general.
Oh yeah, I'm a seafood. I love seafood. I like my oxtails.
Take notes. You can show up after the games with your.
Nah, oxtails. For sure. I miss that dearly. Seafood though, I'm a big seafood person, so I'm not sure if you have that here, but in the U.S. we have a thing called like a peel and eat. So what it is they take crab, shrimp, mussels, clams. They put it in a big boil in a pot, and they boil it, season it up, and they put it in a bag. And they season up the bag and season up the food, and then you kind of eat the bag full of seafood like that. Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
It's really good.
Okay.
It's really good. Yeah.
What's your favorite dessert?
I've been trying to stay away from it, but I'm always gonna say my grandma makes an amazing peach cobbler. So yeah, I'm a peach cobbler kind of guy. And then and then if I do ice cream, Ben and Jerry's half baked. It's like the go-to for me. It's like, it's a nice little mix of everything that I like. So yeah.
So the sacrifice has been giving up the sweets, or?
No, I haven't been doing the sweets as much. Trying to focus on just maintaining my body. There's a specific figure I want, so I'm focusing on trying to obtain that. I'm getting there little by little. So yeah.
Wait, you have like a figure you want to achieve?
Yeah, like. I mean, every athlete does. They have numbers they want to hit.
Oh, all right. I'm
yeah.
like, do you have like a picture next to your bed?
Oh, no, like that. Like where I want my body to be at overall. I think that's a better explanation of what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
It's like reaching the fat percentage and
body
weight.
Yeah, I definitely
muscle mass.
I want my body fat to be below 10%, which at one point it was at 6%. So I can get it. I'm trying to get it to keep maintaining there, 6% body.
Really? That isn't even healthier anymore to have it under the 10.
No, it's good to have it under 10. I mean, it depends.
It's like you just don't have cheeks anymore.
I mean, I got cheeks here. They still here. Well, that's because the sun is up.
What sun?